Joanna Joseph for Expert Village. We're talking about calligraphy, and I want to show you some of the ways I've applied it. On a personal level, I've designed personal stationery for people. This is a kind of a Gothic alphabet. This is the italic one. I like to draw, so it's fun to use a little illustration. In this one, I use the pen, let the pen do its work. This alphabet is Uncial, which is an Irish alphabet, and Kathleen was Irish, so it seemed appropriate for her. This is that Carolingian alphabet, which, even though it was designed in the time of Charlemagne, there's a certain modern flavor that it can take on. So personal stationery, it's fun to incorporate. I flourished my L in the word Pamela to become part of the horse's back. This meant a lot to people back in the day when people hand-wrote letters. Seems like only yesterday. Oh, this woman, Boudica, has long hair, and so I did that pen exercise I showed you earlier. I actually used it to depict her hair. I think one of the toughest jobs I ever had was lettering a bunch of wedding invitation envelopes. And I'm a good speller, just naturally, so I don't usually have to think too hard about it. But this was a Japanese wedding. I had to look and double check every name to make sure I was getting it spelled right. That was a tough job. Then I think one of my favorite commissions is being given a piece of literature, handed a piece of literature and asked to interpret it calligraphically and perhaps add illustration. So here's some samples of that. And you have to remember that when this hangs on a wall, people quit reading it after a while. It's just an icon on the wall. So you want to make the design just pleasing to look at on its own. The layout was determined. This is the handprint poem. And so I made my lettering go like a little kid might pull his hand through finger paint. These are just photographs of framed pieces. The matting and framing can add a lot to your work, so it's good to pay some attention to that.